Welcome back, student. Now let's take a numerical on crystal structure. Already we discussed that in crystal structure uh, chapter or syllabus that crystal structure basically there are mainly in a metallic crystal structure there are four types of crystal structure, that is simple cubic, body center cubic, face center cubic, hexagonal closed pack, and we also discussed that atomic packing factor for each and individual crystal structure, that their coordination number, the Miller indices, the Dirac law. There are a lot more other thing also. There are crystal defects. So all this topic also we will discuss. Okay. Now let's take a numerical on Miller indices or the plane. To actually, what is Miller indices? The Miller indices already discussed that Miller indices basically a crystallography or a graphical representation of crystallography. Means graphical representation of the atoms, where the atoms are situated on a particular plane, and that is basically Miller indices. There are some steps involved when you calculate the Miller indices. Okay, now if you know the intercept of the atoms in x axis, y axis, and z axis, then you can easily draw the Miller indices or calculate the Miller indices. And again, reversibly, if you know the Miller indices, you can easily draw the plane. Okay, so if you know the plane, you can easily convert into in Miller indices, or if you know the Miller indices, you can easily convert into the plane in which the atoms are oriented. So Miller indices is basically a graphical representation of the crystallography. Okay, now let's take a numerical on this, that draw the planes in the following FCC structure. Now FCC structure means there are four types of structure up there, means crystal structure up there: simple cubic, body center cubic, and hexagonal closed pack. So for FCC crystal structure, that plane, that is 112, 001 and 101. There are three planes up there. So for three planes, uh, you have to draw the planes. Okay, for the Miller indices given that for the crystal structure, FCC crystal structure, that is 112, 001 and 101. Now first let's take 112 plane. For the plane 112, that indicates in the bracket 112, that indicates H value is your 1, K is 1, and L is 2, right? Now the reciprocal of H, K and L, that is your intercept point. Intercept point is basically the reciprocal of the Miller indices, or the reciprocal of the HKL value, which is corresponding x, y and z axis. That is basically the reciprocal, that is 1 by 1 comma 1 by 1 comma 1 by 2. So that will be 1 comma 1 comma 0.5. Now, so this is the intercept point, and we also discussed that in a crystal structure system, the atomic crystal structure system, we just only consider a cube system. Okay, that system may be hexagonal system, that may be cube system, simple cubic system, but for the simple consideration, we just only consider the simple cubic. Okay, so if you see that this is the XYZ plane and this is the crystal, this is the cube section, okay, in which the A is same, means the length of the cube for XYZ for each side, that is same. So A is same in X, Y and Z axis. Okay, now here the reciprocal, that is 1 by 1 comma 1 by 1 comma 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 0.5. So the sketch the plane with intercept, that is 1 comma 1 comma 0.5 along xx, yy and zz axis. That means if it is a zz in the downward direction, that is the negative z direction, is the positive x in this direction, that will be negative x direction. So this is the positive y, this is the negative y direction. So if you draw the plane or draw the intercept point of like 1 comma 1 comma 0.5 along xx, yy and zz axis, that will be, so as you know, this here a is equal in each side. So a, suppose here a is equal to 1, so that is one length, that is also one length. So each length is 1 unit. Okay, now the intercept point in x-axis, that intercept, that is 1, in y-axis also 1, and z-axis, that is 0.5. Now, so if it is 1 x-axis, this 1 point here, okay, and z-axis, it is totally 1. So half will be 0.5, okay. So this is the 0.5 point. Now if you draw, now you just connect all this point. If you connect all this point in x, y and z axis, it looks like a triangle. It looks like a triangle. So this is the plane. This plane is basically indicate that is 1, 1, 2 plane. Similarly, if you draw the plane of the middle indices that is given to you, that is 0, 0, 1, that means the value of h is equal to, that is h0, k0, l1. Now, firstly you have to do the reciprocal of the HKL value that gives the intercept point in x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So value of for the plane 1, 0, 0, 1, x, h0, k0, l1. The reciprocal is that 1 by 0, 1 by 0, 1 by 1. That indicates infinitive, infinity, 1. Right? So infinity, infinity, 1. Now, sketch the plane with intercept. Sketch the plane with intercept. So the intercept point is that infinity, infinity, 1. So that is basically in x-axis, y-y and z-z axis. So in x-axis, that is infinitive. Y-axis, x-axis infinity means this is the x plane, okay, and this is the y plane. So this is the x plane and this is the y plane. So this is the infinitive. They will meet at a certain finite position, and z is 1. So this is the plane. Now if you increase this length here, so it will cut this length or this plane. So that will be, so this is the topmost red color hatch line that indicates the 0, 0, 1 plane. Similarly, if you draw the plane 1, 0, 1, so that means h1, k0, l0, right? L1. Now, the reciprocal of h, k and l, that will be 1 by 1, k by 1 by 0 and 1 by 1. That means 1, infinity, 1. That means here it is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Here x is equal to 1, that means here, okay. Z is equal to 1, that means here. So x1, z1, okay, and y is infinity. So y is infinity, so this line, so if you draw this line, it will looks like, so this one. So this is the plane 1, 0, 1. So these are, in this way actually we can draw the plane given to the numerical on a crystal structure or crystal plane of the numerical like Miller indices 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1 or in the same fashions. First you have to write corresponding the Miller indices, that is if it given to you that 1, 2, 1, that means H1, K2, L1. Now you have to require to intercept point, to calculate the intercept point so that you can draw the intercept point on a cubic structure. So that will be the reciprocal of the value of HKL, and if you put these values on a simple cubic structure, that is the simple cubic structure, you can get the particular plane. If it is infinitive, that it can be infinitive, it can be 0.5, it can be 0.78. Corresponding to this, you can connect all these lines, you can get your plane corresponding the Miller indices. Okay, similar fashions, if you know the intercept point, so easily you can convert it to intercept point to Miller indices also. Again, if you know the intercept point, you just convert into reciprocal of this particular intercept point. Again, if it is a fraction number, you could just convert into integer that multiply with some value, then you can get the total fractional actual total integer value. You just put these values, this is your Miller indices. So in this way you can convert into Miller indices to in plane or plane to Miller indices. Okay, so basically Miller indices is a graphical representation of any crystallographic structure. Okay. Now, the density of alpha iron is 7.87 10 to the power cube kg per meter cube, and its atomic weight is 55.8, and if the alpha iron crystallizes in BCC space lattice, find the volume of lattice constant given that Avogadro's number, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 26 per kg mole. Now the value of the alpha iron is given your basically the density, that is 7.87, okay, and its atomic weight, that is A, that is 55.8 for the alpha iron, that is given in numerical, okay, and the Avogadro's number, that is capital N, that also given in the numerical, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 26 per kg mole. So these values are given, okay. Now you have to calculate the density, okay, the density for the BCC space lattice, because iron crystallize into BCC space lattice. So you have to calculate the lattice constant, okay. So you have to calculate only the volume of the lattice constant. That means A, you know, in a particular cubic crystal structure, the constant value means lattice constant value, that is your A. A is your the length of the cube or the lattice constant, that is A, okay. Now you have to calculate A, okay. So all these values, that rho, A and N, already you have value are given, okay. Now the theory is that when you calculate the lattice constant, so this lattice constant, that is A, okay, that is AQ is equal to capital A into small n divided by capital N into rho. Capital A is your atomic weight, N is your number of atoms per unit cell, N is your Avogadro's number, and rho is the density of the particular crystalline solid or material. Now you know that the atomic weight on a particular material like alpha iron, N is your basically the number of unit cell per, means number of atoms per unit cell for the BCC structure, that is 2, for simple cubic structure, that is 1, right, and for FCC structure, that is 4. So in this way we can already calculate the number of atoms per unit cell when you calculate the atomic packing factor. The atomic packing factor for simple cubic crystal structure, that is 0.52, for body center cubic crystal structure, that is 0.68, for face center cubic crystal structure, that is 0.74, for hexagonal post pack, that atomic packing factor, that is 0.74 also. So all this information already and all this proof already done, okay. Now you have to calculate the A, that is lattice constant. That lattice constant A or AQ, we can calculate the expression, that is A small aq, that is lattice constant, that is equal to capital A into small n. A is your atomic weight, means iron's atomic weight. N is your number of atoms per unit cell. For BCC crystal structure, here it will be 2. N is your Avogadro number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 or 10 to the power 26. And rho is your density of alpha iron, that is also given in your numericals. If you put all these values, then you can get the value AQ. Now you have to require the value of A. So A will be 2.335 into 10 to the power 29 into 1 by 3rd, because here it is AQ, here it is A, that's why 1 by 3. That will be 2.866 into 10 to the power minus 10 m meter. Now 10 to the power 10 means 10 to the power minus 10 meter is equal to 1 angstrom. So in terms of 10 to the power minus 10 meter, you can also transfer into angstrom. That will be 2.866 angstrom. So A is equal to 2.866 angstrom. Okay. Now what is this expression is very important to calculate the lattice constant and the density of the material. Actually these expressions come out from the, suppose you know actually in Avogadro's hypothesis that in 1 gram mole of crystalline compound contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules, you already know. Now mass of n number of molecules, that will be A by n, the gram, right? And for mass of n molecules, because number of atoms per unit cell, that is your small n, that mass will be capital N divided by small n into small n, means capital A divided by capital N into small n. So that will be mass of small n molecules, means n molecule, that will be A into n divided by capital N in gram. So density, as you know, that density is basically the mass per unit volume. Now, if for the mass for the n molecules is capital A into small n divided by n, so put this value here in terms of n, and V is your volume of unit cell, which is in cubic in structure, that is AQ. So the density becomes A into n divided by AQ into capital N. So AQ is equal to, that will be AN. A is your atomic weight, N is your number of atoms per unit cell, small n, divided by capital, that is Avogadro's number, and rho is your density of the crystalline compound. So AQ, that is your lattice constant, that equal to A into N divided by capital N into rho. So you just, if you apply this, you can get this value. So in this way you can get this. Okay. If you, let's take another example to calculate the density, like copper. If in a numerical is given, your copper has a FCC structure, that is the structure is given to you, that FCC structure, and the atomic radius is given to you. Now you have to calculate the density. How do you calculate? Because radius is given to you, that is 1.278 angstrom, that means 1.278 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter, right? Or you can just convert into centimeter also, it will be 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Now the atomic weight of the copper is known to you, that is 63.5, because copper atomic weight, that is 63.5, and the Avogadro's number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, that is Avogadro number, that is known to you. Now for the FCC crystal structure, the relationship between the atomic radius of FCC crystal structure and the lattice constant, that is basically R is equal to A by root 2 by 4. So value of R, that is 1.278 into 10 to the power minus 8, that is given, and into A by root 2, where A is basically your lattice constant. In this way you can get the values lattice constant, that is 3.61 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Now you know the expression, that is AQ is equal to capital A into small n divided by capital N into rho, where capital A is your atomic weight. Now in this expression you just calculate the rho term, that is your density. Now density is equal to capital AQ into capital N divided by capital A into small n. Now if you put all these values here in terms of A is equal to 63.5, because atomic weight, that is for the copper, that is 63.5. For the FCC crystal structure, atomic number of atom per unit cell, that is 4. AQ basically the lattice constant, that is 3.61 into 10 to the power minus 8 the cube, into N is will be 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 gram per cc. So the density will be 8.97 gram per cc. So in this way, if you know the atomic weight, if you know the density, if you know the number of atoms per unit cell, or the material which is basically that follows the crystal structure, that may be simple cubic, that may be body center, that may be hexagonal close pack, but we already calculate the number of atoms per unit cell, because for simple cubic crystal structure, that is 1. Similarly for body center cubic, that is 2. For face center cubic, that is 4. And for hexagonal close pack, that is 6. So if you know all these values, N, rho, capital A, capital N, so you can get easily the lattice constant, or in terms of that you can easily calculate the density of the crystalline compound. Okay, so it is very important formula, that is AQ is equal to A into N divided by N into rho. So you just remind it that it can easily, because it is easily used to calculate the the density as well as the lattice constant also. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for listening and watching me. And in the next lecture video, we'll take another numerical sessions on crystal structure like deep Bragg's law or the crystal defect. Okay, and there are some other numericals will become like in from the iron carbon diagram, from as well as from the fatigue, creep. So all this numerical will be discussed in the next lecture or subsequent lecture videos. So stay tuned and thank you very much for listening and watching me, and goodbye.